see that the number of shareholders 49, 139, 217, and all the way go up to 300. So this is very obvious, it's a cumulative frequency. So whenever you draw the OHF part A, no issue. Can use this as an upper pass boundary versus the CF. So you can draw the OHF and estimate the median. After that, you interpret the answer. The answer is number 6A, 21.5. Anyone have done this 6A during holiday? Can you share your answer? Then B, find the sample mean. So to find the sample mean, this morning also we recall back the formula, total fx divided by total f. So to find the mean, we must go back to frequency. So from here, this is CF, cumulative frequency. We must get back our frequency. That means you have to minus because CF is, remember, you keep on plus, right? Then to change from CF to back to F, you must minus again, opposite. Can? Then once you get the frequency, and then you write down the class boundary, then you find the class mark, remember the midpoint X. Then you build another column for F times X, total up. That is your total fx divided by the 300 which is your total of frequency. Can I hope you all know what I'm saying here. I just want the answer from the Jamboard. So let's go straight to any answer, Brian? Anyone can share the answer for number 6? I share my screen first. Okay, this is your question number tutorial 2A. You see that we'll discuss everything, right? Question 4, question 5. Okay, question 6 is the one that we are doing here. Okay, so anyone want to post your answer here? Any volunteer? During long holiday? Okay, whose answer is this? Very good. I see some improvement here. Oh, we don't waste time. Anyone have done that? Just you already know how to use everybody. Oh, yeah. I remind you all to learn up these tools as fast as you can because online assessment for the coursework. So I just erase this. Can someone whose answer is this? Can you identify yourself? Your name?
So it's me.
Ryan.
Yes.
Okay you explain your answer.
For the 6, they want the interpretation for the mean. So it's 50% of the shareholders have less than or equal to 21.5 100 ordinary shares, and 50% of the shareholders have more than or equal to 21.500 ordinary shares.
Wait, you get okay. This is your correct interpretation. Can you explain to us what is this? How you get 21.5?
How do I get 21.5?
From the graph. Here.
Oh, I get it from the graph.
Yeah, you can see my screen, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, everyone, you want to explain how do you plot this CF versus what? Class boundary.
Yes.
Okay, how you all get this? How you get all this? From where? Here, class boundary, isn't it? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we take this as our move to here. Remember, this is your CF table. So less than 10, less than 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so you start from 49. You're given the CF already, right? 139, 217, 259, 285, and 301. So this is your CF. This is your class boundary. So you plot these two X and so this is Y and this is X axis. Okay. So everyone remember this is the last I'm telling you all. Make sure in your exam or quiz, make sure your scale is big enough. 2 centimeter or 1 centimeter. You adjust yourself. Here you can use 2 cm for 10, 10, 10. This one you can use 2 cm for 40, 40, 40. Right? In fact, you can use a smaller so that it can reach here. But anyway, this is good enough. You can see the object is quite big, very clear, and this is the title. Okay, so where is your median? Remember this morning we talked about median locations n/2, right? N is what? 300. Divided by 2 is 150. So from Brian, your graph, 150. Everyone, you must know how to estimate one small box. So 150, 160 here, 150, lebih kurang. So you draw one line here, touch this object, draw down. You can see the answer from given one is 21.5. This is your median. Then you comment about the median. Okay? So Brian, this is how you explain your answer. Everyone, can you do it? So part B, can you proceed? Find the mean, Brian.
Given a formula, EFX, total of FX over total of frequency, then I'll get the answer. Like this.
And then?
And I fill in the formula, then I'll get 23.367.
Can I ask, how do you get frequency from CF? Just now I mentioned that.
Frequency from CF.
This is CF given, right? Questions.
Oh,
so
I just minus.
Minus,
minus.
So you see, this is CF. To find the mean, you must have frequency. So from CF to minus 139 minus 49, so you get 90. 217 minus 139 is 78. Then 42 is 26, and the last one 300 minus 25 is 15. So the total here will be 300. Okay, everyone. Okay, so your mean total FX. So you need to build one more column here. Brian, I do see your FX total also.
Oh, I just calculate myself. Write down.
Who is this? Ken Fu, Jamboard link already shared by Brian. Ken Fu.
Oh, wait, I share again.
Okay, Jamboard. Brian share again, Ken Fu.
Okay.
All right. So let's go back to the screen there. So the formula fx. So everyone, you need to find the x here. You see, you need to have an x here. What's the x? Class mark, right? Class mark is what? Upper plus lower divided by 2. Let's say 0 plus 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then 20 plus 10, 30 divided by 2 is 15, and so on. So you have done everything, and then you need another column f times x. So your f is what? 49 times 5. So what do you get here?
245.
You have to times to get 245 here. Then the next one, 90 times 15, you get 1350. Do one by one, all the class. And at the end here, you must show me the total of fx, which is 7010. Right, not everyone? Then you put into the formula here. I know Brian, you see everyone, you look at Brian's answer, he do it on the paper. Actually, we accept lah, but I would suggest you do it in the column. So that any mistakes you can check. Right, not? You can times class by class, check class by class, make sure your total. If you do on the paper or like this, everyone, see, you have to check one by one. How do you know which one is got mistake one? Do you know which one got mistake or not if there's an error? Cannot, ma. Not easy lah, not easy, unless you go and check one by one number lor. But if you do it on the column here, of course it takes time lah. You have to times and write down on the column here. But when you do the checking to see where is the mistakes, easier ma. Am I right? Again, your calculator lor. You have to press calculator carefully lor. So 7010 divided by total F 300. This is your 23.367 thousand shares. Okay, now everyone. So that's the last questions. To estimate median mode. Then for histogram, check whether it's the same size or not same size. You have to do adjustment and so on. Okay, so you can do your past year questions also to prepare for your quiz. That's all for tutorial 2A. Any more of you want to ask questions? If you have finished, okay, we go to today's tutorial 2B. I'm going to share my screen now. Brian, tutorial 2B answer, are we using the same Jamboard link?
We can use the same one. We can delete a few.
Same, No lah, got space one, we use the space
we use the same one. Yeah.
So, can you see my screen now? Chu Guilan want to try question number 1. Wow, very, very challenging. Okay, good. This is what I want. You all must take the challenge. Okay, a long holiday. You have a lot of time to do your revision. So can you see my screen? This is what we have done this morning, right? Fresh from morning. We talk about dispersions like variance, okay, range, kind of. Then we have what? Quartile deviation, standard deviation, coefficients of variation, the CV. Yeah, so I think all we have control of this. Group data, raw data, okay, and then for population and as well as the sample, especially for standard deviation and we call it mean. Okay, so these are the false formula which I mentioned. We choose the simpler for calculating population or sample, standard deviation, right? And then for the data, we choose these two instead of these two. Okay, all this example we've gone through already, right? I hope you all managed to go through the revision in the few hours break just now. So as I mentioned, how we know whether that is sample or population, we look at the what keyword like some, see, some means they do a selection. Remember, population is a big group, right? When we select certain or some percentage, that is called sample. Sometimes they use the word selected. Selected means you select a few percent, or chosen. The word chosen. Chosen also, out of 500, you choose maybe 100. This is also represent sample. Okay, a few maybe in the big group you have 200. A few of them maybe you choose 8 or 10. This one also represent sample. Okay, some. All this is the word to show the hint is sample. Then you use the correct formula. Don't use the wrong one. Sample means sample. We use the S. Sorry, this one I said change to S. If it's a no mention sample or hint, Then whether it's a big or small n, we have to use population. Okay? Am I right? So I hope you have done that. Let's start our discussion here. And then this morning also I touched the CV. Huh? Anyone want to ask about the CV? Why we use CV? Why we need to calculate CV? Because of what? Because of the unit are different. Some is measured in kilometer, some is measured in ringgit, some measured in kilogram, right? Different, we call it different data set. So the standard deviation and the mean can be measured in different units. So if you want to compare between the two data set, which one is more dispersed or whatever, we cannot compare like that. As long as the unit are different, we cannot compare directly. So what we need to do, we cannot achieve this, cannot compare directly. So what we need to do, we have to use it in terms of relative measure. Whenever you see the word relative, you all must think of what? Percentage means you have to times 100%. So once you change your percentage, all the unit, what happened? Disappear. Correct? This morning I say. So because of different unit, you cannot compare kilometer and ringgit. How to compare? One is about money, one is about distance. But then compare You cannot say 27 is more than 4.6. Based on number, yes lah, but this is kilometer, this is ringgit. How to compare? Now everyone, if I ask you to compare apple and durian, apple and durian, of course both also fruits Can you compare directly like that? No. Why? Because the pricing and the taste, everything is different one. Another example, I compare about Toyota. It's a car, right? And handphone. Let's say I talk about Samsung brand handphone. Can we compare like that? There's two different things. This is about car, this is about the handphone. So we talk about unit price and so on. It's two different things. So you cannot compare directly. You want to know which one has more dispersal, then what you need to do? Change everything to percentage, or we call it relative measure of dispersions. How do we do that? We call it CV by using standard deviation divided by mean times 100%. So based on this example, I don't care what is your unit. The standard deviation and mean doesn't matter what is the unit. If you want to compare between set data 1 and data 2, two different set or more, okay, then you need to find the CV. So I show you this morning how to get this percentage, right, by using this formula. Then you can see that the bigger percentage means more variable. Data 2 more variable than data 1. And also, I mentioned that if the data is more variable, in other words, it is less consistent. Correct? If the data is less considered, less variable, let's say in this case, the data 1 less variable, then it is more consistent. See, data 1 is more consistent. So this morning I mentioned that if the CV higher, we call it variability increase, also follow the CV, but the consistency drop. Am I right this morning? I mentioned that. Okay. In other words, if your CV percentage is lower, that means the data set, the variability, or we can say is less variable, follow, but the consistency is higher. So can I ask everyone, do you prefer higher variability or do you prefer higher consistency? Which one is better? I repeat. Can you share your answer? Let me know. You choose the higher variability or you choose the higher consistency? Which one is better? Brian say higher consistency. How about others? You want to choose a data set which is higher variability or higher consistency? If higher consistency means the variability is lower. Any more answer? Only Brian can give me the answer. How about others? So, conclusion, we want the higher consistency, okay, not the higher variability. So take note, if the variability is higher, means the variance is bigger. When your data has bigger variance, which means it's no good. Understand? So bigger or higher variability lah. Okay, everyone type the text box. Higher variability means higher variance, which means data not so good. Okay, we want smaller variance, which is the smaller variability. In other words, higher consistency. Can you link that or not, everyone? Which means better consistency. Anyone to understand? Yeah, so the formula very simple. Standard deviation divided by mean times 100%. Okay, so that's all. Okay, we start our first tutorial 2B. Question 1. Here we are given the 10 business letters arranged in the ascending order to the nearest minute. This morning we learned that this raw data. So how we know the quartiles? Quartile means the Q1 and Q3, right? Then find the quartile deviation, the QD, Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2, and then find the variance. Okay. So in this case, this is a sample. Everyone, can you see the word sample? Sample. So we use what? Sample formula. Because there's a hint there already, ma. Question 2 also mention about sample of 15 students. School got many children, ma. Fair enough. So we take a sample of 15. So again, use the correct formula. So here, this is money spent. Then determine the quartiles, interquartile range, the IQR, and the standard deviation. Okay, number 3. This is raw data. 1 and 2 is raw data. Number 3 here, this is group. Remember, group, because this is a frequency table. So this is your number of salesmen selling the microcomputer. This is the number of sales. So there's a gap there. Okay, now we have to check if you want to find the quartile deviation and the standard deviation this morning. Do we need to close the gap? This morning, do you remember? Okay, and then contrast the quartile deviation and the standard deviation. So we have two different things. One is QD and one is ST. So you have to compare and contrast it. If you're not sure to answer this, I may give the answer. Okay, but I expect you all can do question 1, 2, and 3. First. Can. So 4, 5, 6 later. So let's do the 3 questions. I suppose there's no problem because the answers are here already. Okay, Jamboard link. Any answer? Let me check from tutorial 2B. Okay, so we go straight to the Jamboard now. Can you see my screen? So whose answer is this?
Chill, me. Mine.
Hello.
Hello.
Very energetic. Come back from Chinese New Year. So you get a lot of angbao.
No.
Why not angbao? Okay lah, just for some acknowledgement as long as big ampao or small ampao is okay lah, huh?
Yeah.
Right? No worry lah. So, okay, you can present your answer there.
Alright.
You can see your answer there. Yeah, that's it.
Then this question, he won the first quarter and third quarter. So this formula, first quarter, there's an n plus 1 and divided by 4. So we
Yes.
just follow the formula and then find the first quarter.
This morning we all learned that, right, everyone?
Yeah.
If any of you forget this morning what you learned, then that means the memory is very short. So n plus 1 over 4, I explained to all of you, right? Talk about the 4 parts of the Q 0 to 100, right? I'm not going to repeat Q1, Q2, Q3 or 25, 25, 25. So everyone, you know that. So okay, proceed.
The third quarter is 3 multiple 10 plus 1 and then divided by 4. Can I ask the question? The third quarter, the answer is this 15.25 minutes.
Let me see what's the answer again. Let me check the final
Alright.
answer. Is it correct? Because I just get the answer from the course calculator. 5
Because
minutes.
the behind answer is 15 minutes.
5 and 15 minutes, right?
Right.
That is the answer given. A, let me see. A is quartiles, Q1 and Q3. That means 5 and 15 minutes. So the 5-minute one, you are correct.
Alright.
Everyone okay with this? 2.75, 11 divided by 4, 2.75. This morning we talked about average method. So 2 means the item number 2, 1, 2. So it's 5. Remember, 5. Then you plus what is 0.75? 0.75 is 2.75 is between 2 and 3 between 2 and 3, right? This one and this one. So you take 0.75, you plus 0.75, then you take item 3 minus item 2. 5 minus 5 is 0 Times this one 0 plus 5 is 5 It's correct Okay, but the Q3 n plus 1 over 4 times 3 is 8.25 8.25 means between 8 and 9, correct not?
Yeah.
So you take the value of number 8, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 15. Then you plus the balance 0.25, which is the item number 9 minus item number 8. This is the difference. Times 0.25. Okay. So item number 9 is what? 16
Yeah.
Yeah. Minus 15. Correct 16 minus 15 is 1 1 times 0.25 plus 15 is 15.25. This is the correct answer. I just got this everyone. So can you change the answer to 15.25? The answer given is wrong already. 15 minutes. Anyone don't understand? So here 15.25 minus 5 divided by 2. What's the answer here?
Oh, sorry.
15.25 minus 5 divided by
10.25 and then
5.1.
divided 2. The answer is 5.125 minutes.
Yes. So the answer, because of the part Q3 wrong, the QD also wrong.
Yeah.
So everyone change the answer there. Okay, part C, variance.
Variance.
William, I've been talking for you already, so your turn now.
Alright. Okay, find out the n is 10 and then the f is 109.
Mm.
And then another one is 1,431.
Okay.
And then also we just follow the formula given.
You can mention to everyone.
Yeah,
Guys, this morning
read-
we learned the formula. Am I right? So
Yeah.
everyone get the formula.
let me
No need to write down lah. No need to write
list
down.
out the formula first.
Okay lah. I can write down for you. You just explain lah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Proceed lah. You explain lah. I write for you.
But you want variance or standard deviation?
It doesn't matter. Remember everyone, this morning I mentioned standard deviation is square root of variance ma.
Alright.
So the question one variance ma. So what do? You find the square root first. You square it also can ma.
Oh, okay. It's same, right?
It's the same. You see, I don't
Yeah.
have the square here, right? Everyone can see, so I put square root.
Yeah.
But the question one variance ma, one variance, so you put the square here lor. So you see, put square here, then here no more square root lor. Mathematic ma.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
So everyone put the total correctly inside. Then divide by 9, and n minus 1,
So
26.99 lor.
the answer is 26.99 minutes.
Okay, same. Anyone have any problem? You know how to find the total x, 1 by 1 add it up. This one is x square, 1 by 1 x square it first, then add it up. So in the morning, anyone of you make mistake here, you put here salah, ini pun salah lor. Got many people, I don't know lah, exam time panic rushing press calculator also wrongly. So you add wrongly here wrong, here also wrong. Keep on minus mark. Okay, question 2. Good from Whelan.
Thank you, sir.
Serious spirit to everyone. So others, I hope you all follow. Don't let this spirit drop until 0. Keep on the momentum. Quick one G. Say the question stated to the nearest minute, so should be rounded off, right? The question already mentioned that it is in the data is in the nearest minute. Okay, that means the data rounding up to nearest 55579. So our answer still in the point form because of the point form quartile 1 and 3. So don't worry, we still write our answer in point form. Okay, can I think Wanchi, you misunderstood. The data display in the row is already rounded up to nearest minute. That's why you see your data here, no point form. Yeah, all right. Question 2, whose turn? If you all can present faster, then we can finish your tutorial 2B here also. Next person, any volunteer? God. Good. Can I share the screen? Whose turn now?
Yes, sir. My
Yes.
answer.
Wow, all the girls are very super spirit. Guys, you all have to brush up. Okay, Eileen, you can speed up. Can proceed.
The question is, arrange show the amount spent by random sample by 15 students at primary school canteen.
Proceed.
The quarters. Quarter 1.
Yeah. Okay.
15 plus 1 divide 4. And the answer is the fourth item.
So let's see, is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay. Arrange in order first, everybody. Okay. Next, Q3.
15 plus 1 divided 4. The 12th item.
Is it 2.45? Let's calculate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, correct. So find your inter-quarter range.
Quarter 3 minus quarter 1.
Okay, correct. Next, find the what? Standard deviation. This is
Standard
simple.
deviation.
So what is the formula?
Total
Eileen,
square.
what is the symbol we use here?
S.
This morning, everyone, I mentioned that if you know the person name, you don't know the person face, no good. If you know the person face, you don't know the person name, no good. Same statistics, you must know the name and the symbol. Otherwise, when the question mentioned that, ask you to find this, you find the other. How? You must know both name and symbol. Okay, proceed. All this correct, Eileen? Others agree? Very simple one. We check the final answer. Is it correct?
Yes.
Correct or not?
Yes.
0.947, is it? Correct. If, everyone, if any of you calculate here wrongly, do you think you still can get this answer? Sure cannot,
No.
That's why the examiner and exam are very fast. You know how they check the answer? They check this one first. They see different answer, then they know how to check this already. So minus mark, this one minus mark. Second thing, they want to see your formula. Some people use wrong formula. They use population minus like E. So minus formula. How many marks do you have more? Almost nothing already. Oh, see or not, everyone? Okay, so that's all from Eileen.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Very good. All right, let's go on to the next question 3. I also discussed that already, right? So there's no answer yet. Who is volunteering? Before the New Year, all very slow. I hope after Chinese New Year, all can be. Yes, any volunteer? Question 3 is group data, right? Group data, it's the same. You just have to watch out for the formula. Group data means there's a frequency. Okay, no answer so far. Anyone, you can take picture, post the answer. Anyone? How come suddenly quiet already? Oh, still doing. Okay, so never mind, we wait for a while. If you need time, you can take your time to calculate now, and then anyone just post it. Okay, I can see the answer is there. You can check the final answer lah. If it's correct already, then just proceed lah. Don't need to wait. So this is good. We don't waste time. Number of sales member. This is the class limit. Salesman is the frequency. What is the question asking already? Question asking for calculate the standard deviation and the quartile deviation. So you need to calculate the Q1, Q3, and the STR. Whose answer is this? You want to introduce yourself?
Me, Junan.
Okay. Good. All right. Let me see your answer here. Okay. Now, this morning we have learned about the group data because we need to determine three things, right? Remember, everyone, I mentioned that first thing is your locations. For group data, n/4 Q1. For Q3 is 3n/4. No need plus 1. So 20 because 80 divided by 4 is 20. How we determine the Q1 class? From the CF here. So we need to build one more column here, everyone, like the median. At the median, we need to build the CF. So 1, 15, 38, and so on. So we look at the first number here, which is more than 20. So 38. The first number more than 20 is 38. So this Q1 will lies here. And this is a gap here, right, everyone? Gap. So we need to close the gap. Fair not everybody, like the median. So you need to create the class boundary minus and plus 0.5. So based on the Q1 here, this is our Q1 class, correct? So remember this morning, I mentioned that marks will be given for location, the class, and then the third step, calculate the actual Q1, use the formula, interpolation formula. So this is our LM, 9.5. Now imagine those of you who don't plus minus 0.5, they say, okay, because you don't close the gap, you will use 10, am I right? Instead of 9.5. So again, that is another marks will be minus. So remember, if there's a gap, close the gap. So 9.5 plus the size is 5, right? Upper minus lower, divided by 23. How we know it's 23? Look at the frequency of the Q1, 23, and then times n/4, which is 20, minus 15. How do we get 15? Go back to the cumulative again. Before the Q1 class is the 15. So this is the total FQ1 minus 1. Okay, remember this formula, we see this morning. Total of the, that means it's the CF, 15. So calculator, you get 10.58. For Q3, same thing, you find the location times 3, so you have 60. So 60, go back to your CF. The first number that more than 60 is what? 74. 59 cannot, so 74. This is your Q3, lies here, and this is our Q3 class, correct? 90.5 to 24.5. Yeah, and then third step, you have to find the Q3 exact value based on the interpolation formula. The lower boundary is 90.5 plus the size is 5 divided by 15 here times this one is 3n/4, 60, and minus 59. This is the cumulative of frequency for Q3. 1 plus before the Q3, 59. So calculator, you get 19.8333. So find quartile deviation, Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2 is 4.6232. Is this answer correct? Yeah, 4.62. Q2 up. Okay, so that is the QD. And how about to find the SD? Junian, you want to explain? Your turn.
Okay. Explain. Starter division. Format for to I want to explain for table this or answer me.
You explain the table also lah, everything. Never mind, this table, okay, what we need is what?
Next.
The formula,
For-
the formula, right?
Formula, yeah.
So everyone, the question want us to find population or sample? So can everyone tell me, including Joanne? Question 3 say the number of successful sales made by the salesman by a large computer firm. So we calculate the QD and SD, especially the SD now. We based on what, sample or population?
Sample.
Huh? Sample lah.
No way.
Are you sure sample? Your formula here or? See your formula here? This is sample or population?
Population.
Population. What did I say this morning? If there's no hint of the word selected, some, sample, we use what? Population. So this is what? Sigma. Population. Okay or not? I think you all need to pay attention a lot in this because whenever we go to the behind topics, when we come back to this one, I see some still don't know whether it's a sample or population. The question never mention any hint, right? So it's population. Okay, Joanne, this is the formula for population, correct or not? Can you proceed? What do we need from here? Fs square.
Fs square per
21705 total. Then we need to find another column fx, total of 1225. Okay, by the way, how to find the x? So here, this is your x, is it? This is your x, plus mark. So remember this morning, also I mentioned that for class mark, whether you plus minus 0.5, you can use class limit or you can use class boundary. It doesn't matter one. So for class mark, it's very safe. You just plus divide by 2. This is your x. And then you need to times the frequency here. Okay, to get fx and times another x to get fx squared. Okay, now there's a lot of multiply here. I see that some people, when they multiply wrongly. When you multiply wrongly, your fx squared also wrong one. Sure. Because fx wrong, we times x again, definitely fx squared also wrong, right? So the total here, both will be wrong. And you put into the formula here, by right, you should get 6.07. Okay. Now, some people, they don't show this table again. They straight away write down the answer like this. That means they use calculator. They use calculator, they use the memory, and then they write down the answer only. Up to you. But any mistake here, can you check back? No way, right? You still have to do again, redo everything. Times and plus again. So up to you. You want to use the table or you want to use, because the marks will be given based on the final answer. Any mistake, trace back -1. So those of you who do like this, we find that the final answer is wrong. That means most likely your steps here wrong also. Okay, we are going to see how many mistakes you do. If 1 mistake, we minus maybe how much. If 2 mistakes, we minus 1 mark. Okay, not everybody. And also the formula, you use the wrong formula, minus mark also. Okay, supposed to be population. If you use sample, it's mark. Everybody clear? Okay, now part B, as I mentioned that maybe you may not know how to contrast between this ST and QD lah. So I write down the answer for everyone. You can copy down both the QD. I write down QD means quartile deviation, and ST means standard deviation. Both of them measure what? Measure the degree of dispersion. So this is the similarity now. Measure the dispersion degree in a data set. Okay, the second point, quartile deviation indicates how widely spread are the middle 50%. QD indicates how widely spread are the middle 50% of the data. Okay. And for point number 3, if QD indicates how widely spread are the middle 50%, how about ST? ST indicates what? The spread. The spread. This morning, remember I told you I draw this normal curve. Everyone, do you remember? This is your mean, right? So you have x1, x2, all the data, how much the spread around the what? Around the mean. This is your mean. So that is the indication by ST. For QD, we use quartile 1 and quartile 3. So that is called spread of the middle 50% from the data. Okay, that's the difference now. And the last point, can someone guess? There's one more point. For both cases, whether you calculate ST or QD, the bigger the value, what does that mean? The more spread, we call it, the bigger the value, you calculate the ST and QD, right? You find the bigger the value means the more spread the data. So you see, this is your spread. We're not all measured to mean the difference. So if you find that the difference is getting bigger or overall, you calculate, the value will become bigger one. For example, 2.7 and 3.5. Which one is bigger? This one bigger, right? So this one is more spread than 2.7. No? And remember, just like I mentioned, if the data is more spread, is it good or no good? Eileen, are you still there? Hilang already. Eileen? Or who is this? Junan? Junan, can you answer me? Can you answer me? Between 2.7 and 3.5, right? We know 3.5 is what? More spread compared to 2.7, right? The bigger the value. So is it 3.5 better or 2.7 better? Which one more consistent?
3.5.
No.
2.7.
Because just now everyone remember I say the bigger the spread means the bigger the dispersion. When the dispersion is bigger, the consistency is what? Remember the CV? The consistency is dropped. What you want is the good consistency. So you must choose the smaller spread, the smaller SD or smaller QD. Okay, choose smaller QD or SD. Why? Because it is less spread. Less spread means less dispersion. Spread and dispersion is the same one. Less spread, less dispersion means higher consistency. Anyone still don't understand? Am I too fast, Julian?
Okay.
Okay, Queenie, can follow or not, Queenie? Oh, Queenie hilang already. Rachel? Okay, all right, Rachel. Am I right, Rachel? Your name, Rachel Teo. Okay, so Julian, good from you. Well done. So far 3 of you are doing well. And any question from others? Okay, so we go back to our screen now. Question 4, 5, and 6. Let's finish it in half an hour. If you can present fast, depends how fast you can show your answer. Okay. Question number 4. Now, this is what talking about 2 garage. Garage like keep the spot one. Okay. Let's say you have garage A and garage B. Like just now I talked about 2 data set, right? Set 1, set 2. You want to know which data set has better CV, more variable. So what we need to do? We need to change to what? Percentage. Okay, not that's called coefficients of variation CV. The formula is what? Standard deviation divided by mean times 100%. So here, garage A actually they're based on the sample of 200 and then the results is given by this petrol. This is the petrol, 0 to less than 2 to less than 4, and so on. So I'm sure you know how to write in the class boundary. This is the frequency. So you have to calculate the mean and the standard deviation of the number of gallons purchased for garage A. This is the garage A data. Okay, don't worry about the garage B first. Let's calculate the mean and standard deviation for the number of gallons petrol for garage A. All right. After you find the mean for garage A, can someone show us the answer? Standard deviation, SD, for the garage A. Now, guys, can you answer me to calculate the SD based on sample or population? You want to type just use your mic and answer me. Go to answer sample. Others, I hope. Why? Because it's mentioned sample. So make sure you use the wrong. Make sure you use the right formula. Don't write the wrong formula. Okay. Otherwise, it will affect your CV. Then part B, after you calculate the mean and standard deviation for garage A, for part B, it mentioned that similar sample of garage B shows that the mean is 4 gallons. So it's already given to us. We don't need to calculate. It just tells us that the mean is 4 and the standard deviation is 2.2. So for garage B, already tell us the mean and standard deviation. So the next question asks, which garage the purchase of petrol more variable? You see this word more variable means finding what? Finding CV. So you need to find the mean and standard deviation for garage A, and then garage B given. So next find the CV for garage A in terms of percentage. Then for garage B, calculate standard deviation divided by mean in terms of percentage. Then you tell which one is more variable. Can everyone? Okay, let's go to 5 first. Then I hope somebody can present answer for 4 and 5. Now, the projected population in a large city. Large city population. So for males and female, depends on the age group. From 0 to 15, there's 75,000 and male, 72,000 for female. Then between the age 15 to 30, 59,000 males, 58,000 female, and so on until the age 75 and over, right? So altogether, they have 260,000 males and 280,000 female. Okay, now, so again, something like this, garage A, garage B, set A, set B. So there are two types of what data for gender, males and female. So we want to calculate the mean and standard deviation for each distribution. Means what? For each what? Gender . So you have to find the male the male and female . So you have to find mean for male berapa, female berapa, and then you have to find the standard deviation, the SD for male berapa, for female berapa, and then part B, take a relative measure. Guys, I mentioned that when you see the relative measure of dispersion, we are finding what? Someone use the mic to answer me. Relative measure of dispersion. Finding what? C, B. The question can ask in terms of which one is more variable. Also find CV. The question asks relative measure of dispersion. Also same. Find the CV. So the next step, find the CV for male and female, and then comment on the result. Which one has higher percentage? You can see that is more variable. Okay, not everyone? Okay, so we have 5, 4 and 5. Can we go to the Jamboard now? Let's finish it in the 10 minutes so that we can have 6 and 7 after this. All right. Any answer there? Yeah. Whose answer is this? Ko Chi Liang. Good. The first guy, no, Brian, and then you are. So I hope the guys is keep up the challenge. Okay, so this is what 4 is about the garage, right? So this is the class boundary or class limit also can. Explain answer. Explain the answer. Wait, this is for garage A, right, everyone? Garage B given one right? No need to calculate only garage A Okay, so this is the mean. We talk about sample. This sample. Got the word sample, right? Yes. So total 1120 divided by total frequency is 200 lah. So 5.6 gallon. So next sample standard deviation. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, by the way, who is this? Your square root is O, everyone. Careful, this is square root for whole thing. You see, I worry that you miss up this square root. Divide by 200 minus 1, total F. So only you take the square root. Is this the answer? Correct? So this is the sample standard deviation for garage A lah. Correct or not? Yeah. Any question? We stop for a while. I ask others. Anyone have any problem with the mean and standard deviation? Okay, so your CV for garage A, where do you write? Jinan? Oh, here. Okay. CV for this is garage B, this is garage A. So standard deviation 2.533 divided by 5.6. The mean times 100% is 46.13. Okay, guys, if you all do any mistake here, whether it's your x curve, fx curve, fs square curve, your mean and sample standard deviation definitely will be affected, right? Then when you find your CV, also affected. So I can't imagine how many marks there will be minus. Okay. I believe they still got marks, but not much left. So the student who do carefully one, all correct, perfect score. One, I'd say that those who make mistake one, slightly mistake here and there will be minus, and those who make major mistake one will be more marks will be minus. That's how we differentiate between grade A, grade B, and grade C. So everyone, I hope you know the message is there. Okay, right. Now, so for garage B, the standard deviation is 20, right? Given divided by mean 4 times 100% is 55%. So based on these two percentage, I see they already give the same percentage already. We don't care about the unit already. So garage B has the purchase petrol were more variable because the question asked what which one has more variable? Yes, correct. So you mentioned garage B has more variable in terms of the petrol purchase. Okay, good from Jillian. Yes, very good. More and more of you are taking up more brave already, more courage already. That's good. Question number 5. Right? What happened to number 5? Why no answer? Anyone? Anyone? Just post the picture and post it. No need to waste time. Good. So I can enlarge it. Whose answer is this? Oh, nice handwriting. I suppose this is girl. Introduce yourself.
This is my
No name more. Can't see your name.
mm,
Oh, Queenie. Only me. Okay. All right. So the question talk about two gender, right? Male and female. So imagine it's like a garage A, garage B lah, male and female. You have to find the mean for man, standard deviation for a man, and then for the female also find the mean and standard deviation now. Oh, and then you compare the CV. Okay. So you are looking for males first, right? Can you explain?
Yes. Just draw the table that contain the fx square and the x, and then find.
Queenie, is this all correct?
Of course.
Can someone check? Is this total fx square? The class mark, is it correct? Total divided by 2. One mistake. Habis all. Okay, proceed. This is for the female.
Yes, this is a table for the female. It's just same like the table above.
The age group is the same, right? So the midpoint should be same, but the
Yes.
frequency is different. So your fx. Cannot see the total one.
Wait.
Make it smaller lah. Oh, cannot see you.
Already can.
Now can already. So again, the total betul atau salah, you have to check properly, everyone. Especially the point form, you see or not? 0.25, 0.75. Sometimes when you have the class mark which is in the point form, then you times the frequency, you have more and more decimal point. That is the challenge when you add it up. Okay, proceed. Right inside.
Then the we want to find the mean of the males first, so we use fx.
We need population or sample.
Population.
Why?
Because it said the title say population, but it doesn't have any hint say that
Very good. Because the question never mentioned the word like sample, a few, some, right? There's no hint. This is how you all choose the correct formula. Okay, proceed.
and then find the population mean of males, then find another population mean of females. Oh shit.
This is female. 10,050 here divided by 280. Correct, 35.9. Okay, so find the standard deviation population for male. This is the formula. Fx square is 399,375 divided by 260 minus this is fx divided by f. Actually, it's the mean 32.54 everyone. If you realize this is actually our mean, right? Or you can write 8460 divided by 260 again, also can square it. Calculator, square root 477.30 is 21.85. For population for the female, same formula. X square is 513,900 divided by 280. Total frequency minus the mean, or you can take fx total is 150 here, but by 280 square it. You take a square of 547.06 is 23.39. Okay. So we done that already. Assuming everything correct, so we want to compare the CV for male. So standard deviation to 1.85 divided by 32.84 times 100%, it gets 67.15%. For female, 23.39, the standard deviation divided by the mean, 35.89 times 100% is 65.17%. The question asking for what? Comment.
Yes.
Comment. How do you comment?
More
Yes, you are right. For male, the ages are the distribution the distribution age of males are more variable. Correct. Very good. Everybody, okay or not? So let's go back to 6 and 7. We still have time. Now, you all can try the passive questions of everyone. Oh, you know where to get passive question, right? You can try already. Don't wait for last minute to do passive question. So you all can keep on doing that. After you finish each lecture, each tutorial, you want to firm up, practice more, make sure you're 100% clear. Then you do the past year. Okay, so let me share the question 6 now. In the production department of a firm, the weekly earnings are 366 with a standard deviation of 28.2. Calculate the relative. See, the word relative dispersion means what? Another name, we know relative means CBO, this in percent. This is for production department. So the average, the mean is 366, the ST is 8.2. Okay. So you calculate the CV for production department, and then another department, call it administrative. Something like male, female, garage A, garage B, 2 department. The earning of the 10 people is given by this. So what do you need to do? For production department, they tell us the mean and ST, right? So you just find the CV, use the formula. But for administrative department, they don't give us the mean and ST. What they give us is 10 staff earnings. So you have to find the mean yourself. Carry sendiri and the ST also. So this is what? Raw data. Raw data, right, everyone? So raw data, you know how to find the mean, or total X divided by N. How about ST there? Remember this one, raw data for ST. So you must decide, is this, listen carefully, is this sample or population? Can someone share your thought? Sample or population? Esther just now asked, can I write male is more variable than female? Yeah, you don't write males lah. You write distribution of age. Esther, are you there? Esther, you okay? You write the distribution age of male is more variable than female. Okay, let's come back to my question. What is my question? I'm asking, is this population or sample based on this 10 raw data? I want to see who answer me correct. Can who say population? Brian say population. Others? Tak tahu. Not sure. Come on, I want to see more answer. Still thinking. Very hard to decide. Either sample or population, either one only. So everyone start to look at the hint there. Do you see any word sample? Do you see any word a few? Do you see any word selected 10 members? So answer is Esther, what's your answer? Population. Actually, I'm quiet just to wait for your answer. No, everyone. Population? Yes, population. So use the formula, calculate the ST. Okay, and then part C, compare the variability. Okay, which department has higher variability? Okay, question 7, the last one. This is the price house, the class limit below 50, 50 and under 60. So this one is 0 to less than 50 50 to less than 60, blah 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 blah, until 150 to less than 160. We have done that a lot This is your frequency. Okay, construct a less than CF. See, we go back to our chapter 2 again. Construct a less than CF table and draw a less than object CF polygon. Okay, I hope someone already draw in the graph paper. Then from the object, the CF polygon, estimate the median, the Q1, lower quarter means Q1, the upper quarter means the Q3, and then find the QD, Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Whatever you estimate wrong, your QD also wrong. Okay, part C, the government consider to provide stamp duty rebates for the 10% most expensive houses. Remember when we draw OJEF, we have learned how to find the estimate, the highest 10%, the more than, change to less than, remember all this percentage? So when a person buy house, you all know what's called rebate. Rebate means like discount. So stamp duty, you know what's called stamp duty? Now, whenever a person buy a house, government will charge stamp duty. This is how government earn money. Selling and buying a house, property, government will charge stamp duty based on a certain percentage. Of course, the more expensive the house, they have to pay more stamp duty. This is how government earn money. Good, right? Okay. Okay. So when you buy a house, and next time you know. Okay. So those who buy very expensive house, super expensive one, but most 10% usually is the highest. Okay. Because of very expensive, so government will give rebates, discount because expensive really. So that is what we call stamp duty rebates for the most 10%. So estimate the cut-off point for the price. What is the cut-off point? Okay, change to what? 10% change to what? 90%. No? Remember we done the object. More than you change to less than. No? Okay, nah? So this is the answer. Okay, we don't have much time. Can we go back to our Jamboard for the last? Anyone can share the answer for question number 6. Anyone? Hurry up. Anyone? Still doing question 6. Okay, if you need time, then you can share with me the next class. Question 6 and 7. Anyway, the time is also almost out already, 4:30. So you'll keep on doing that. And any problem, let me know next week. And, so I will stop the recording now at question 6 there. Okay, you'll keep on doing to make sure the answer you get it same with the given answer. Now, I received a message. I'm not sure you all can see the news that our health minister is they mentioned that is actually there's a few announcement by the health minister at what time? Let me see. At 5 o'clock, which is half an hour from now, everyone. So you can check the announcement by the Ministry of Health regarding the situation and so on. So I'm not sure what will be announced. So everybody, can you follow the news? And especially the update in our UC SOP and so on. Can everyone? So anything we will update each other in the post and so on. All right. Any more questions from others? Don't have, so I will stop here. So stay safe and bye for now. So next week onwards, we will wait for the announcement. If everything still go on, we see you in the campus for group 2. Okay, bye-bye. All right. Keep on the good work, everyone. You're doing better and better, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
see you.
Thank you, sir.
Watch for the announcement. Watch for the news and so on. All right.